Good evening and welcome to Darien Ice House. Chase Jordan joined alongside me, John Frieders, and we're in for a good one. SWS, obviously the Stanford West Hill and Staples Co-op versus the New Canaan Rams. Last time these two teams played, SWS took it 3-2. And John, you talk about both sides. New Canaan 11-2, one of the best teams in the state. On the other side, SWS 8-4. John, talk to us a little bit about this New Canaan team and how they've just year in and year out been so dominant, and Rich Buell and how he's just had so much success this year.
Well, coming into the season, everyone thought, we're good when we play New Canaan. You know, big uncertainty at the goalie position, where they just lost Nicky Ferraro, who led the team to a state championship last year. They went undefeated and were stellar, and everyone was like, we're excited to play them. But now people are saying, oh no, we're not so sure about that. New Canaan 11-2, as you mentioned.
Yep.
They are very solid this year, yet again with very good underclassmen, including Madeline Tullett and Serena O'Connor. You know, they've played really well. And the biggest surprise is Ashton Pinkernail.
Yep.
She has came into this year, and she has completely shattered expectations as they are 11-2. And this is a big year for her as she's playing goalie. And she filled the shoes of Nicky Ferraro really nicely, and it has led them to success. You know, SWS, Staples West Hill Stanford, is coming into this game off a win against Greenwich 2-1. They are really looking like a good, solid team, and they even beat New Canaan earlier this year. So we're in for a good one tonight, Chase. SWS has bonded as a team and has played good hockey so far. Even though they're 8-4, they are still dangerous. They're a very dangerous team in the FCAC. So yeah, we will see.
And you talk about that goalie situation, John. Larkin Celebrity and Lily Stevens, they came in. Two girls that have never skated before. Rich Buell asked them to play because obviously Nicky Ferraro left for Hotchkiss for prep school. And they were kind of in a bind, and Ashton Pinkernail, who's on the team as a defenseman, was asked to play goalie, as she has that history of playing goalie, and she stepped in, and she's 6-0 with 3 shutouts. She's pretty legit. And then legit. You talk about that New Canaan team last year. They were all 3 lines were filled with seniors. And SWS lost a couple good players like Meadow Gilchrist. They lost some of those players, but they've obviously come back. And right now we're going to send it down to Bill Brown on the PA on the ice level for starting lineups and senior night for the Rams. And then the national anthem and honoring America. We'll be back in about 5 minutes after Bill Brown does his thing.
They might. They definitely will.
And we're back here at the Darien Ice House. Rams, SWS, a rematch. Earlier this year they played, talked about it earlier. SWS took it 3-2, and John, we are in for a good one. Tonight's officials, Alan Miller and Brian Kai. And John, talk to us a little bit about SWS and the depth they have.
Well, they are filled with depth, and you talked about it. Earlier in the year, they played Duquesne. Duquesne was still figuring things out with their goalie situation. So tonight will be a different night. Underclassmen from Duquesne have really risen up in this program, and it has been a joy to see. And SWS is still a very good team tonight, filled with depth, and we'll see if they can play as a team and come and get the second win in a row against this Duquesne Rams team.
About underway here. Alan Miller checking with the goalies. And here we go. All the Dwayne, Georgia Sacks, and two senior captains on the wings. It's going to be Benson. Benson, Alla Dwayne. Here comes the captain. She's going to get it deep. And SWS is going to get it. Moley's going to take it, saying you're not going to get it out here. Sacks. Over to Tully. Lexi Tully, obviously one of the best defensemen in the state. And it looks like it's loose still in front of the net. And SWS is going to get it. It's going to be Danchuk. Try and ice it there, but put it on net. Picker now is going to swipe it to the side to Lexi Tully. Here comes Tully, using her speed. Tully.
Look at that chase, able to maneuver defenders.
She's got speed. Over to O'Connor. O'Connor puts it wide.
Sophomore duo right there.
Well, that's the junior sister, Lexi Tully. You got Caitlin, Lexi, and Maddie, but Caitlin graduated last year. She was on the team. They had three sisters, which is pretty cool. But now it's Lexi and Maddie, and Lexi, one of the best players in the state, as is Maddie. And all the teams in the state are probably, fear them because they're here for another couple of years. As, like I said, Lexi's a junior and Maddie's only a sophomore. Maddie's got a ton of points on the season.
She does have a ton of points.
She's got
on the season.
14 goals, 15 assists, and that's going to be Piper Chason. What a surprise she's been. Chason, in the beginning of the year, Coach Rich Bulin didn't have her even suited up, and now she's one of their top point getters. Lexi Tully's been on the ice for quite a while here. Tully's going to try and find O'Connor. Nice play there by SWS to make sure Buchanan can't get in any space. The battle in front of the Rams bench. And Pinker now is going to swipe it over to Amanda Benson. Benson trying to get it out. And here goes Benson. Good body contact there. As Benson gives her a little cross check after that. It's going to be Catherine Rare. Rare trying to work down the side. Rare trying to put it in front. And that was a little sketchy there if you're an SWS fan. It's going to be Metler keeping it deep. And SWS is going to send that one down, and it's going to be called for an ice.
Game pretty close so far. Pretty much knotted up 0-0 with 12:07 remaining. Both teams pretty even so far. Moving the puck nicely. Buchanan in SWS's zone and SWS in Buchanan's zone.
Yep. It's going to be Rare. Moley went into Rare, and Rare puts one in front there. And it's going to be Metler. She had 2 goals in their last game from the point. Metler, one of the top defensemen for Coach Rich Bulin. His ability to generate good defensemen. Metler is going to come back here. It's been a lot of Ram in the first 3 minutes.
Rams getting opportunities, putting pucks in front of the net, just not finding anyone so far.
It's going to be Reese Quinn, the sophomore, picking it up, trying to find Rare. Rare trying to get it deep, but SWS is going to take it. And Quinn, little battle there. And here comes SWS, able to get it deep. First bit of pressure they've put on the Rams defense. And Pickernell is able to hold on to that one.
That was definitely close, a little bit sketchy there. Looks like Pickernell is trying to find the puck for a brief moment, able to stop the puck and holds the puck for a face-off in their zone.
Kim Boyd, nice job there to keep it in for SWS to generate that opportunity. Here comes Tully. She gets a lot of ice time for the Rams. As she, like we touched on earlier, you want to know exactly where she is on the ice, as she can do a lot. And that looked to be offsides, but Brian Kai is going to say no and wave that one off. Here comes SWS the other way. Nice defense there from Alla Dwayne. Del Carmine, the freshman. Her brother Tony, one of the top point getters for the varsity boys team, and they just played Greenwich. He had a goal there. Here comes Tully. A lot of back and forth action after that quick sequence, and they're going to wave off that ice, saying it was tipped. Here comes Avery Askew, trying to use her speed. Intercepted by Tully. Serena O'Connor, that's a dominant line for the Rams. Their first line, O'Connor, Chason, and Tully. And a little scrum in front, extracurriculars. Officials are going to get in there. And still 0-0 with 9:46 to go in the first.
Yeah, pretty tight net so far. Rams maintaining possession of the puck for most of it.
It's going to be Quinn trying to get a shot from the point. Blocked. Quinn again. Trying to keep her shots low. Chase on. Battle there. And Askew was able to get it out. Good body contact there from Tully. Obviously, body checking is not legal in women's hockey, but body contact is very appreciated and very allowed. Let the girls play, and that's what the officials are doing tonight. And Benson trying to do a little too much there, and SWS is going to capitalize on it and get it deep.
And a line change for SWS.
Yep. And good no call there from the officials as he got puck. Or excuse me, she got puck. And SWS is going to get it. And I tell you, Rich Buellin keeps this line on for a while. Chason and O'Connor have been on for almost 2 minutes now. Here comes SWS. Trying to work it around the Rams defense. That's going to be Boyd putting one wide. Del Carmine is going to get it. Over to Metler. Metler trying to fire it up. And Metler again. Going to take it. A lot of neutral zone action here. Metler once again. We've said her name a couple times. Again, Metler. This is going to be Metler. Finding Janica. Janica putting on a nice move there. Here she goes. Oh, and what a shot there right off the crossbar and out of play. It's going to stay inside the Rams offensive zone, and that was a rocket.
Yeah, no kidding, Chase. That was a rocket off the stick and could not find net there, but she might find net later in the game. Great shot by the Rams. Good job getting the puck into a forecheck here.
You can see the Rams coaching staff smiling there as they were a couple inches away from putting a 1 on the scoreboard. Nice face-off win there from Chason. It's been one of the Rams' weak spots this year is face-off wins, and that's a pretty important stat, although it's not lacrosse where, if you have a face-off a person who can win most of their face-offs, it changes the outcome of the game. In hockey, it's significant when you're in your offensive or defensive zone. And
it is significant.
Yeah.
You win a face-off in the offensive zone, able to contain possession, remain contested.
And power play penalty kill.
And power play penalty kill, Chase.
Here's going to be Chase on, trying to work with it. Lexi Tully. Tully's going to do her thing back there, and now she's going to take it and get it deep. Smart play there. She felt the SWS presence. It's going to be Askew trying to find one of her wingers. Askew again. Here comes SWS, but a little out of reach, and Tully's going to get it. Here comes SWS. Nice back check there from Chase on. Here comes Tully. Tully. Shot off the pads. Another no call there from the officials, letting them play. Gotta like that. Love to see it. They're going to wave that ice off as Benson whiffs on it.
Looks like a pretty good fake almost if she would have meant to do that.
And that was tipped no ice. Here comes Boyd. Boyd. She's going to find Pearl. Here comes off the stick of Metler. That was a good shot there from Pearl. But off the stick. And that was a close one. Pinkernell hugging her post. And here's Dwayne, the senior captain, trying to get it out. And now SWS is putting on the pressure. Metler, a cycle of moves there. And now SWS is putting on the pressure. Their D is stepping up. And I'm sure their coaching staff understands that New Canaan has the ability to just break out. So if you're going to limit their space, they can't really do anything.
Yeah,
and
SWS playing very well defensively so far, limiting the Rams' opportunities, chances, shots on goal. They just need to get the puck in the offensive zone a little bit more so that they can score.
It's going to be Pearl, and she's just going to ice that one, and it's going to be blown. You could tell that whole line from the offense to the defense, all five skaters were pretty tired there. 5:10 to go in the first, still zeros on the board. Not a lot of shots on goal. There has been action on both ends, but not really any scoring chances generated other than that one from Janiga that went off the crossbar. Here comes SWS getting it out, and Tully again. She is on the ice probably 3/4 of the period, and you can't blame Rich Rulin for that. She knows what she's doing out there. SWS good. Back check there from Janica. Rare in front. And it's nice save there from Jagonski. So, quite the last name. Excuse me if I mispronounced that one.
Great stop there by Jagonski. And those are the chances the Rams are looking to generate. Puck in front of the net, no one in front.
Rebounds, yep. And if you're able to screen that goalie, goals are going to be generated. Get girls in front and try and limit their sight.
That's what Luke and I called greasy goals.
Yep, that's how you score. Yep, those greasy goals. It's how you score on legit goalies, and obviously SWS has one, as do the Rams and Ashton Pinkernell, which we've touched on earlier. The Rams are going to get that one deep, and here comes SWS. It's going to be Brown. And she's going to be tripped up. It's going to be O'Connor going to the box. Both officials with their arms up there. And that's a pretty easy call. O'Connor's going to the box. And SWS, the first power play of the game. And a good chance for them to put one on the board and get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, this is where good teams take advantage.
Exactly,
opportunities that good teams convert on, and SWS definitely has one here as the game's knotted up, 3:49 remain.
You got Layden taking the face-off for SWS. You got Tully, Chase on. Both the Tullys, Chase on, and Benson on for the Rams. Penalty killers. Here goes Tully. Maddie Tully. Here she goes. Good cycle moves there. Little toe drag. Trying to kill a couple seconds off the SWS power play. Here comes SWS the other way. It's going to be Boyd. Boyd, one of the assistant captains. And Benson just going to fire that one down. Totally legal in high school hockey. You can ice it on the penalty kill, whereas USA hockey, you cannot. At least from squirts to bantams and that midget level. Here comes Maddie Tully. Tully trying to put one on goal. It's going to be thrown away into the corner. This looked like a Rams power play almost and more of a SWS penalty kill. They haven't really got anything generated. Again, Maddie Tully get it into the offensive zone. And here comes SWS. But a Benson, nice job there. Chase on, one of the players on both teams have players like that, but she's also rostered on the Ice Cats team, another program. SWS has some of those players as well, teammates. And there's a banner here, the Ice Cats banner, state championship, and so many of these girls play together. And then, they come on the ice for 90 minutes and want to destroy each other and get a win for their high school. It's pretty cool to see. Friends off the ice, enemies on the ice. Good speed there from Moley. And the penalty is expired. O'Connor's going to get on the bench, and here comes Janiga.
Good penalty kill by the Rams there. Really looked like a Rams power play. Able to get the puck out of their own zone and even generate a couple scoring chances.
And Moley going to put a shot there, try and test the 5-hole. Jagodzinski says no. 1:28 to go. Still zeros on the board.
Competitive game for the Rams and SWS, looking like the last time they faced off earlier in the season.
FCAC competition, always a good thing. It's one of the good matchups throughout the state. You got Darien, New Canaan, SWS, Simsbury. There's a couple good, couple legit programs in Connecticut and a couple in the FCAC and SWS, New Canaan, and Darien. So it's always good to see competition. It's going to be Metler over to Quinn. 1 minute to go in the first. Quinn finds Dwayne. Here comes Dwayne. She's got a 3-on-2. And Quinn's going to put one on net. And, oh, what a rebound chance there for the Rams. But it's going to get out of the zone. And Metler's going to find Quinn just beneath the blue line. And Quinn's going to dump it in. No ice. And now they put on the pressure. You can sort of sense the pressure that the Rams are putting on SWS right now. 30 to go in the first. SWS trying to get it out. Quinn with a nice job there to keep it in. And here comes SWS. And again, Metler's going to tip that one. Uses her stick well. Pearl trying to put one on net. Same exact sequence happened earlier in the first. And here comes Chase on.
7 seconds left.
And close one in front of the net there. And looks like time's going to expire. Fans pleading for a call on SWS side. But the officials are going to let them play. John, what did you see from the first period from both sides, the Rams and SWS?
Very even matchup in the first period. Scoring chances for the Rams. Not that many scoring chances for SWS, but those are intermission adjustments that they can make. Rams really playing solid defensively, able to clear the puck during that penalty kill. Very good game so far. We're in for a good one here, Chase. Tied up 0-0 at the end of the first.
Yeah, it's been a good one so far. And like I said earlier, the Ice Cats banner on the right side of the ceiling, it's got so many of both these sides. SWS, Darien, New Canaan, all these girls in their youth career go play for this team. It's called the Ice Cats. And all these girls are friends throughout their youth career from squirts to bantams. And they just play together and they have a great time. Then in high school, obviously, they move on, and some go to Darien, some go to New Canaan, and then some go to these programs like SWS, and then they sort of become enemies when they're on the ice, and then obviously friends off the ice. So that's pretty cool. You got a couple on the Rams, Piper Chason, Alla Dwayne, Amanda Benson. They all play for the Ice Cats, and it's pretty cool to see.
You're right, Chase. They all play together as they are maturing in their hockey career. But you also see some of the girls come play together again, just like New Canaan's facing a co-op team, which is a fusion of Stanford, West Hill, Staples. So some of these girls do end up playing together, but New Canaan has enough people, enough girls to come formulate a team, a successful team, might I add, as they won the state championship last year. So.
Yeah, and they lost so many key players.
Including your sister, Chase.
Their top 3 lines were all seniors, and they could just generate points. Here we go, almost underway for the second period. Alan Miller drops the puck. We're underway here, 0-0 tie game here at the Darien Ice House. Tully trying to put one on net there, tipped away. O'Connor, one of the top players for the Rams. Fire that one around. Tucci-Nardi. And that's going to go for an ice. Tucci-Nardi trying to find her winger there, and she does, and then it's an ice.
Yeah, there's an icing. New Canaan in the offensive zone again in the forecheck. We'll see if they can convert. Starts off by winning the faceoff, Chase. Importance of winning faceoffs is going to come into effect in close games. It's what defines whether or not you win games sometimes.
So many things we touched on earlier in the game, that one of them. Faceoffs. And like we said, not as important as lacrosse, but certainly very important in the aspect of, just winning faceoffs in your defensive zone, offensive zone, power plays, penalty kills. Here comes Rare trying to chip that one, and she does. But SWS is quickly to get it. Benson, wave that one off. Moley trying to get a shot off, but can't.
Good defense by SWS.
It's going to be Benson again. Benson finding, and looks like good contact there. Moley send that one wide. Janiga trying to put pressure on SWS. Good little momentum going for the Rams. But SWS is going to get that. And it's going to be Askew finding Pearl. And Pearl is going to try and put pressure on, but it's going to be a line change for SWS. And looks like that's going to go for an ice, trying to find Janiga, stretching, and she can't. Good little momentum there for the Rams. They had some action in their offensive zone. Then SWS put some pressure on. That's sort of been, the game. We've seen New Canaan have chances. SWS have some chances, and that's why it's a tie game, still 0-0. No teams able to get a point on the board yet.
You got to think if you're Rich Bruin, you're looking for that same momentum from the Rams. Staying in that offensive zone, generating opportunities against this tough SWS defense.
Good battle there. Metler going to work. It's going to be Hibbert. Dwayne trying to get it out, and she accomplishes it. Here the Rams come 2-on-1. Hibbert had spin. She decided to shoot it, and it looked like it hit the post. Hibbert and O'Connor going to work. And again, O'Connor trying to get that one, and SWS, smart play there as they sense the danger. Boyd showing why she's got an A on her chest. And just a smart hockey play. And she just sensed it was sort of sketchy.
Yeah, able to relieve some of that pressure, although it creates another face-off in their own zone.
You're able to get the line change.
Able to get fresh legs out there. Such a big part of this tough game of hockey.
Talk about 45 seconds to a minute shifts. Chason trying to put a good back check on, but it is not accomplished, and SWS is able to get that one deep. We've sort of said the same names for SWS. Pearl, Boyd, sort of the same couple names, some of their top players on the SWS roster. It's going to be Brown off the pads of O'Connor. Good battle there.
McKinnon able to win it, and it's going to create another 2-on-1 breakaway.
Here comes O'Connor. O'Connor working down the side, trying to put it in between the pads and the post, but they say no. Nice job there, showing she can hug her post. Pretty important as a goalie to hug your post, and you know that's one of the reasons. Here comes Tully. Tully tripped up, no call.
It's very important. You don't want those cheeky goals. Those goals can mean a lot in a one-score game.
100%, especially with these two teams in the matchup, you know, on paper and obviously what we've seen today. O'Connor trying to get it deep, and then over to Chason. Chason, good little tic-tac-toe action there, just wide there from Maddie Tully. O'Connor trying to put one on net, and Del Carmine whiffs on her shot, and it's going to be chipped out. And here comes SWS, Tuccinardi. And the SWS coaching staff pleading for an interference call, but they're not going to get it, and the icing's waved off, saying it was tipped. SWS bench not happy with that. Chason with a great opportunity, great chance there, just wide.
Great opportunity for the freshman.
And O'Connor trying to work it to Chason. It's going to go past her, but Tully's going to keep it in. Chason recovers on defense as Tully goes to work down low. Tully trying to get something going, but SWS puts it to the sideboards. Again, one of those sequences where the Rams are, you know, put on a 45 seconds to a minute of pressure. SWS trying to get it out, trying to get a line change. But again, Lexi Tully getting it deep. How important is that? The playing style of just getting it deep, putting pressure on the defense and just tiring them out.
The Rams are maintaining that solid forecheck play, able to keep that pressure. And you can definitely see that SWS is becoming tireder as this game progresses, as there's another 3-on-2 opportunity for the Rams.
It's going to be Janiga. She's going to put that one wide. And Quinn's going to keep that one in. Jagodzinski. And that one almost close to going to the ER. One of the spectators got a couple stitches, but it's going to just miss them.
Little friendly fire right there as she throws the puck into where
inches
the
away from
student section would be.
Inches away from being in the ER all night trying to get stitched up. It's going to be stay inside. Rams offensive zone face-off. Again, what we talked about earlier, Jagodzinski, her ability to hug her post, and we've seen O'Connor and Janiga trying to put one in past her that way, but she's just shown that ability and how important it is.
Look at the Rams here putting on a masterclass on how to keep the puck in the offensive zone. You know, every time
pinching.
SWS tries to clear it, some New Canaan player is by the blue line, keeping the puck in the zone.
And SWS is going to get that one out. You just said it, John. You know, for half this period, basically, the Rams have just put in on all the pressure and just shown their ability to keep it in. Like you said, their ability to pinch. It's going to be Benson trying to get it working. Jania, nice job there from Brown.
Couple odd man rushes by New Canaan so far in this second period, generating some offense as both teams take a line change.
It's going to be late on. She trying to get it deep as SWS is going to go for a line change. Here comes Benson. She's headed to Arizona State University next year to play women's club hockey. They're going to wave that one off, say it was not offsides. Benson trying to get something going. And here's SWS. Alla Dwayne's now going to get it. One of those senior captains for the Rams alongside Georgia Sachs and Amanda Benson. This is going to be Spain, another freshman. Such a young team for the Rams. They have a couple upperclassmen, but their future is bright.
Their future is very bright with Isabel Janiga, who's a freshman with 4 goals, 5 assists, as well as Serena O'Connor, a sophomore, 15 and 14, and Piper Chason with 8 and 13.
And you talk about a team that lost so much depth so many seniors last year, and then Nikki Ferrara, obviously, is a freshman. She would have been a sophomore, but she went to Hotchkiss. So, they lost all that. Now they have such a young team, and their future is very bright, which we just touched on.
Part of them being so good this year is how good the leadership was last year. These underclassmen really understanding what it takes to win, having that experience of winning the state championship.
O'Connor and Tully and the rest of that crew. It's going to be Tully. She's going to get checked on the sideboards. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor, one of the top point getters for the Rams, is going to get it taken away by, once again, Pearl. We've said her name a couple times tonight. It's going to be Boyd again. Somebody else's name we've said a couple times tonight. And Tully's going to put that one wide. O'Connor is going to keep it deep. She's going to get checked on the sideboards. Now it's going to be Del Carmine. Del Carmine over to Metler. Metler trying to find Chason. And looks like Boyd was trying to get it for an ice, or just trying to get it out. And it's going to hit Metler. Here comes Metler. Trying to get O'Connor. We've sort of seen this presence from the Rams where they're just able to put sequences and sequences of pressure. That one's going to be blown offsides as Chason was offsides as Tully was trying to bring it deep. And John, talk about the ability for the Rams to just put on pressure, and that's forcing SWS to be tired, and then they're just, obviously if you're going to have a turnover, make it a good one, but they're just throwing it out of the zone, And talk about the Rams and the pressure they put on, this second period.
The biggest part of this is winning the zone in between the two blue lines, able to get the puck, win those 50-50 pucks, and able to just maintain that and take away and prevent SWS from getting in into Buchanan's zone, and able to win in between the blue lines, and then also maintaining that pressure after getting in the puck, maintaining that pressure on the forecheck has been so big for the Rams and has prevented SWS from making those line changes.
SWS going to get it deep. Metler finding Janiga. And here comes the Rams, 2-on-1. She's got Rare on the other side. Mully trying to feed it cross ice, but a great defensive play there from Brown.
Look at how good SWS's defense has been so far.
Good chance there for the Rams as Tully walks the line.
Marissa just took a puck to the body, cleared out by SWS.
And here comes Tully using her speed. Tully and her moves. Tully, a good chance there. It's the back of the net.
That would have been a crazy goal as she got through 4 defenders, able to get an opportunity.
And wow, Tully with a rip from the point. Hits off the helmet and hits the crossbar.
You got to think New Canaan's going to score soon with this pressure that they've been able to maintain for so long. SWS clearing, putting it on net against Ashton. That's going to be an icing.
And
still tied, all knotted up at 0 with 4:16 remaining, but you can sense something is going to happen soon for the Rams.
It's going to be Askew. She iced it. Almost got it on the net there, hit Pinkernell's pad, but the ref deemed it hit her pad after it crossed the goal line, which would mean it would still be an ice. SWS's bench was a little shocked about that one, but Brian Kai made the right call there. And he was right in position there. Sometimes angles can be deceiving. It's going to be Tully. Maddie Tully in a battle against the boards.
50-50 battle.
And it's going to be Boyd. She's shown her presence on defense tonight. Chason, the first line's out for the Rams. O'Connor, Chason, and Tully. But here comes SWS. Tully back checking. SWS is going to get it deep. as Tully's going to play the body there. Nice D there. It's going to be O'Connor. O'Connor. Now she's going to use her speed. She's going to across the ice. And here comes O'Connor. O'Connor with another move. O'Connor. And she just puts it over the net. Trying to snipe, her mama keeps the cookies. But it goes over the net.
You could tell she was visibly frustrated there as she slammed her stick down. And another scoring opportunity for the Rams. Puck pushing against that line.
So many times, and that's a nice call there by the officials. Pretty easy hand pass. Would have been a one-on-0 with the goalie, and obviously a hand pass there. But so many scoring opportunities for the Rams. And we're going to get a penalty on Amanda Benson for a rough. Alan Miller takes her to the box. I didn't see what happened, but they're going to take her for a rough. And now SWS is going to get their second power play of the game with 3:08 to go in the second. An opportunity for them to get a lead as it's still 0-0. And John, as I was just talking about, you talk about, the Janiga off the crossbar. O'Connor, she roofs it. And then there was another one with Tully. It was so many scoring opportunities. And just talk about SWS and what they need to do to sort of shift the momentum.
Well, this is a big moment in the game right here. If SWS can get a goal on this power play, it will provide a bit of a cushion against the Rams. But if they cannot and the Rams score, it's going to be a problem, as the Rams have just been dominating this game so far with the puck in the offensive zone and dominating that time of possession, which is going to cause issues as the game progresses.
And here's SWS. First signs of and here's Rare. Rare, one of the killers for the Rams. They have a good penalty kill last time on the O'Connor trip earlier, and SWS couldn't really get anything going, but now they sort of have. See what more they can get. As they're just going to get it deep, delayed offsides. It's going to be Metler who's going to take it. She rockets it to Mully.
Looking more like a New Canaan power play here. 1:10 left.
Other than that first opportunity they had, yep. 1:05 to go, and the Benson rough. And the Benson penalty. They're going to dump it in. It's going to be Quinn. Quinn trying to get it out. Obviously, it's legal to ice it on the penalty kill in high school hockey.
And in the pros.
Yes.
Here is
O'Connor. O'Connor. She's going to whiff on it, and SWS is going to come down. It's going to be Will. Willed again, but broken up by Quinn. Quinn fakes off Metler, and it's going to be O'Connor. O'Connor and Tully, the killers now for the Rams. O'Connor putting pressure on Brown. O'Connor using her speed.
No trip there,
and a
call by the refs.
A no call there from the refs, and from our angle, it looked like a pretty good no call as Brown and O'Connor were tangled up. Rams fans, Rams Nation sort of mad about that one, but a good no call.
Power play bleeding down for SWS as it just ended.
And O'Connor trying to find Chase on in front, but it stopped. Quinn putting a shot on, trying to put a shot on net, goes wide. And it's going to be Tully trying to find Chase on. Battle there. Down in the offensive zone. And battle in front. And Tully's right there. And a great chance there for the Rams. Wow, and Boyd trying to fire it out. And now if you're SWS, you got to be thinking just ice it. You can sense the danger. And they're going to get it out. And here's Quinn. Quinn. Wild putting pressure on her.
Great job by SWS there to clear after all the commotion in front of the net, trying to keep this game knotted up at one.
At zeros.
At zero.
With 7 seconds to go in the second. And Benson's going to come in, last chance for both squads. And that's going to take us to the end of the second. And the Zamboni doors are going to open as they're going to do the ice. Still zeros on the board. Both teams Rams out shooting SWS. And John, talk to us a little about what you saw from both squads in the period and what you think Rich Buellin and Falcone are going to tell their squads in the locker room on what they should fix.
I think there's a lot of cause and effect so far in the game. New Canaan able to dominate that time of possession, able to keep the puck in the offensive zone, stay on the forecheck, and that is causing SWS to become tireder and weaker as this game goes on. Maybe not weaker, but there have definitely been more Rams scoring opportunities. A couple of them telling us, asking us, making us ask ourselves, how have they not scored yet? How have the Rams not put up at least one goal? But we will see as time has just expired. We'll see what the Rams are going to do. I think for Rich, there's not really much to correct. Just stay in the offensive zone and convert. Converting is going to be a big part of the game. And Falcone is stressing to his players the importance of getting the puck out, the importance of trying to win the time of possession in the third period and trying to generate at least some type of scoring opportunities, because you can't score unless the puck is in front of the net and there's opportunities, which is what has limited the SWS from scoring so far. They've had to play so defensive that they're not able to get scoring opportunities.
And like you said, so many great scoring chances for primarily the Rams, SWS with a couple, but so many for the Rams. As both squads head to the locker rooms, we're going to be right back for the third period. We'll be back in 10 minutes as the Zamboni and the ice cut. John Frieders, I'm Chase Harden. We'll be right back. Welcome back, John Frieders. I'm Chase Harden. As we bring you the third period of the 0-0 tie game from the Darien Ice House.
It is
Beautiful
a very
day here.
competitive game so far, Chase. You just mentioned it is 0-0. But the Rams have been playing better on this given night, just not able to net one of their many opportunities. They are flourishing with opportunities so far.
So many opportunities for the Rams team. SWS hasn't had as many, but, I mean, you talk about Janica crossbar. O'Connor had the chance to put it where Mama keeps the cookie. She shelves it, or excuse me, roofs it. And then you have, Tully hit both pipes. So many chances. And, that first line for the Rams, they've just sort of put on a clinic, but they just haven't had that opportunity to bury one. And then you talk about SWS on the other side, and they've just, Falcone has a certain
defensive scheme.
Has a certain scheme that his team's followed, and it's just built around, a good defense. And when you have a good defense, obviously, you can't generate offense, but they've just been pretty solid tonight.
They have had a solid defense. Falcone doing a great job, just not giving up a goal. But you do talk about it. Buchanan has opportunities. It's looking like Falcone he needs to get the girls to a point where they can line change quicker. Maybe provide an opportunity for a breakaway. Odd man rushes. That's what he really needs right now. I'm not sure if he can get that playing as defensive as they're playing, but he might need to take a shot here and just go for the win against this 11-2 Rams team.
You talk about a late game, 10 p.m., and we haven't even started the third. It's pretty rare you see that. Obviously, the boys Buchanan versus Greenwich game ran a little late. That's why we're, running a little late here.
Yeah, and before that, the Darien game
Darien
ran even
boys
later.
Face Notre Dame and West Haven, who's the best team in the state for the boys. That was a close one. Notre Dame took it 3-2. Here we go. About to be underway as Brian Kai checks with both the goalies. We got Chase on at the face-off circle. Chase on. He's going to win it back to Tully. So we're underway here from the Darien Ice House.
SWS not able to get a shot on goal. That's what you like to see, though, if you're Falcone, those turnovers.
It's going to be Benson. Benson, series of moves, shot, scores!
And she scores!
Amanda Benson, a senior captain, putting on a series of moves, showing her speed. And early into the third, Amanda Benson puts a 1 on the board for the Rams.
It took us till 10:01 p.m., but we did get our first goal. 14:41 remain in the third period.
Amanda Benson headed to Arizona State University next year to play club hockey. And she puts the first one on the board for both teams. An early third period lead for the Rams. And here comes Chason. Over to O'Connor. And all of a sudden the Rams starting to get a little momentum, which they have had for primarily the whole game, but a lot right now. Benson with another chance. Chason puts that one wide. That's going to be Benson's 10th goal of the year, as she has 19 points now. 10 goals, 9 assists. It's going to be Tully in the corner. Maddie put in front, and that's going to be Piper Chason. That's going to be Chason's. And, I mean, all of a sudden the Rams have just all game they've had those opportunities, and now they're finally capitalizing as you got Chason, Benson, and that line, and they just put 2 on the board in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
The Rams are on fire right now, netting another goal, now up 2-0.
And that's Chason's 9th of the year.
It's not often you see a goal by a senior, then a freshman in the span of just under a minute. But that just happened. Rams with great depth here.
It's going to be the Rams' first line. Seen that all year, and their ability to just generate. It's going to be Molly trying to find Rare. Intercepted by SWS. Them trying to put one on the board and put this one to a one-goal game as the Rams were up 2 early into the third. If you told me they were going to be up 2 in only a minute, I would have called you crazy the way this game has gone, and the Rams just sort of been unlucky, but here we are. SWS is going to get that one deep. And Quinn's going to pick it up, trying to find Rare. Brown's going to be able to keep it in, but it's going to be Janiga over to Mully. Little one-on-one. Good D there. But Mully's going to work around her, try and put it on net, but Brown's going to get it.
Good
Brown.
defense there.
Very good defense there from SWS. It's going to be Lexi Tully. SWS is going to keep that one in. Here comes Del Carmine. Del Carmine over to Mully. Mully over to Dwayne. She's going to get it deep, and they're going to say no ice there. Dwayne, little battle behind the net. And Hibbert. And here's Tully. Tully. Little collision there.
Rams come out firing first 3 minutes of the third here.
Nice pass there from Del Carmine. Del Carmine finding Dwayne. Dwayne puts that one on net. Shoved away. And here comes SWS. The speed. She's going to try and put on net. Pinker now. Sliding cross crease for that one. I don't want to announce her as jinx, but she's been solid for the 6 games she's played for the Rams. Obviously, 3 shutouts, and she still has a chance to make that 4 today. Still a lot of hockey to be played. 11 minutes, 11:30 to go, which is a ton of hockey. To put a couple on the board. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor, she's going to get hooked up. No call there by the officials.
A lot of hockey considering the Rams scored 2 in a minute.
And here comes Lexi Tully. Tully is going to be stopped by the SWS defense. And here comes Benson trying to have her second of the night. It's going to be put into the corner. Battle behind. Maddie Tully trying to work with her teammates. Trying to work with Chason. Chason is going to give it back to Tully. And Tully to Benson. And her using her slap shot. She's got a cannon. More so heat than accuracy.
Thrown in front of the net, not able to convert, but the Rams maintaining that offensive firepower, that offensive possessiveness in the first couple minutes of this third.
And it's going to hit the official there. And here comes O'Connor. O'Connor trying to dangle one. Good defense there. But Tully's going to get it. Here comes Tully. She's tripped up.
No call.
Another no call there. The officials letting them play. Like to see it. Chase on. And that's Maddie. Maddie Tully finding Benson. Benson trying to put one high over the goalie's glove.
Again.
But it goes wide, and now SWS is just going to send it down as New Canaan has dominated for 5 minutes straight, basically, is again scoring those 2 early into the third, and now they're just really generating offense with that first and second line. And here comes that rare line with Mully and Janiga with
right.
Metler and Quinn on defense.
You're
for
right,
SWS.
Chase.
You got Boyd centering, little face-off battle, Mully Boyd. And Quinn is going to have that one blocked.
As this third period started, we've definitely seen New Canaan taking more shots on goal. Benson trying to find the net a second time. Just taking all those slap shots. New Canaan controlling the puck, winning the time of possession battle by a wide margin so far.
And here comes SWS. It's going to be Metler. Metler trying to do a little too much there. And you talk about that Benson slap shot, and sometimes slap shots can be a little dangerous. That they have the heat, but the accuracy, and sometimes it can just really go anywhere. So unless you have a wide open lane, it's probably spark to generate a wrist shot or a snap shot. Slap shots, obviously, that's probably my favorite shot to take, a slap shot, but sometimes it can be dangerous in that regard.
Yeah, you're right, Chase. Slap shots are definitely less accurate than wrist shots, and sometimes, like you mentioned, it's better to just get the puck on net against these goaltenders who may not be as experienced. Get the puck on net, see what can happen, whether it's a deflection or the goalie makes a mistake. Puck ends up in the back of the net, it's still a goal, whether it's a hard slap shot or it's just off a rebound.
Boyd's going to get that one. She's going to keep that one in. Tully. Fans want to call there, but looks like the official's going to say no. Agree with that call. Unless you were tailgating a little too hard before the game, you should. No, that's not a penalty. Here comes Del Carmine. Trying to find Spain. It's going to be out of reach there. And they're going to get that one deep. It's going to be Tully. Tully finding Dwayne, and here comes Hibbert.
Good puck
over to
movement
Spain,
by
the freshman.
Rams.
And a nice chance there by Spain to put one on net. And, the Gretzky quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and Spain trying to get one on net there.
Saw the rebound able to be swallowed up by SWS. But then again, we just talked about it. The Rams putting shots on goal, seeing what can happen, trying to create opportunities, and they have created them. So far, 7:42 remain, up 2-2-0 against a very solid SWS team.
7:42 to go in the third. A lot of hockey to go. And us trying to find the stretch pass there, but Benson's going to get it, and a nice chance there by Tully. Tully's going to come around, and that's going to be just wide. Tully trying to get in the scoring column. Here comes SWS, 2-on-1.
Here's the 2-on-1.
Quinn on defense. And a no call there by the officials. Again, we've said that many times tonight, letting them play, which is something you'd love to see, to a certain extent, obviously. It's going to be Quinn to Chason. Chason to Tully. Tic-tac-toe. Here comes Tully. She's got Chason on the right. And Tully's going to have that one taken away, trying to do just a little too much there.
Not able to corral it. Forced to dump it in deep.
That's going to be Tully. 6:42 to go. Trying to find Chason. Quinn, her ability to keep it in. The Rams defense in general have such a great, they're just able to keep it in, which is such a great trait to have, is you can generate offense through that. And here's Benson on the side, and a little dangerous for the SWS faithful. Quinn. Buellin, head coach Rich Buellin, not happy about that one, as it was a good chance there for Quinn. And here comes SWS. 2-on-1. Quinn back, and it's going to be blown off sides.
That is a bad decision right there. Probably should have passed to number 20, Andrea Topea. She's wide open, streaking down right at the goalie, but she doesn't make that pass.
Yeah, that was a tough. Well, I mean, that was tough for Gridgens, obviously. She was the one that skated off sides, and she's got to be aware of that on 2-on-1. That's really not acceptable. Here's Mettler. Mettler behind. And Mettler showing her stride. Mettler. Shot on goal, or excuse me, just wide. And here's Mully. Mully. Working on the sideboards. Mully, she's got Janica in front. And nice play there. Mully to Janica. And Janica finishes and puts a 3 up in the home side of the scoreboard. The Rams up 3-0.
Great job putting the puck in front of the net, seeing what can happen, an opportunity, and another conversion. These are conversions that they were not making in the second period. Rich really brought together his team, said, guys, we got to convert here. Let's score a goal. We're obviously getting opportunities, and they've done just that.
Selfless hockey from the Rams there. It's going to be Del Carmine over to Mettler. Mettler up to Janica. Janiga, she's been doing pretty well this season for the Rams. And here comes SWS.
Saved by
Put to the
Ashton
side by
Pinkernell.
Pinkernell doing her job tonight. So here's Mettler. To Del Carmine. Nice pass to Rare, and Rare's going to get that one deep.
Able to dump the puck. 5 minutes remain. New Canaan up 3-0.
Janiga's going to get her 5th of the season. Her 5th goal, putting her at 10 points. 5 goals, 5 assists. And it's going to be Mettler to Dwayne to Quinn, Spain. Spain's going to get that one deep. Here's Askew. Askew going to work behind the net, but Dwayne's going to take that one. A good battle behind the net. 2 Rams and 2 SWS players. And now SWS is going to win it. But a pass intercepted by Benson. Benson, great series. Oh my, what a play there from Benson. Toe drag. Starts with the interception. We talked about it. She took that space away, intercepted it. And what a goal there from Benson. Toe drag. And finishes, making it look easy to put the Rams up 4-0.
Bad turnover by SWS there, and they are feeling the effects of it as Amanda Benson puts some pizzazz on that. Dangles in and is able to net the goal.
Yep.
That was a crazy goal by the Arizona State commit.
And sometimes players make plays. And right there was a play there from Benson. And I mean, that was a good look there from SWS trying to catch a stretch pass. But Benson, like I said, sometimes players make plays. And right there was a testament to that. And here's Benson again. Benson to Spain. Spain can't handle that one. And here's Tully. The Rams have had so much possession time today. I mean, I think we've talked so much about the Rams and so little about SWS, and that's something that I'm sure SWS isn't happy about. Obviously, last time these two teams played 3-2 SWS, but I think they have more of a defensive scheme, whereas the Rams are they have that offensive presence. Here's Tully working around, and Tully can't get that one off the ice. It looked like she was trying to pick a corner there.
Going in with authority there. You just see that from the Rams so far. SWS turns the puck over, and the Rams come in with authority. Moving into the forecheck, the offensive zone, with great pride and passion, and able to score. Generating opportunities.
And
here she is again.
Here's Benson. She's going to put that one wide. She had a player in front. It's going to be Madrid finds Tully. That one looked like it was headed for the back of the net, but a good block there from Boyd. Here's Benson. Move after move for her, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. Can lead to goals, can lead to turnovers. Sometimes you just got to get it deeps. And that's going to go for an ice. 2:27 to go in the third, and it's been all Rams country.
In this third period. I think after this third period, Falcone has some going off of points, some leaping off points for this SWS team. They have played solid tonight. The defensive scheme has not been able to stop the Rams' offense.
And Tuccinardi has been playing pretty solid for the SWS defenses. Here comes Tully. Good back checking there from the Rams. Serena O'Connor with a nice move. Strong skater she is. And Chase on trying to put one past. And Tully. That first line once again. Again, all Rams this period making up for the last two, as they just haven't been able to get the bounces going their way. So that's going to be Maddie Tully putting herself in the scoring column. Maddie Tully puts her at 15 goals, 15 assists for 30 points, and SWS is going to huddle up and have a little chat about what their breakdown is defensively. And that was another tic-tac-toe play. You got O'Connor to Chase on, and then Chase on finding Tully. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to go all the way down. I think they called a hand pass there. And it's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Rams.
You know, you talked about it earlier, but the Rams are such an unselfish team, and that has played to their advantage, being able to move the puck so nicely in this game, able to keep the puck in the offensive zone. And they've also gotten lucky on a couple of goals as the puck has just been sitting in front of the net, just like the last goal. Maddie Toy received the puck wide open side of the net, and she was able to convert.
And here comes SWS. Pinkernell taps that one away. And it's going to be Mettler. And here comes Healy. Healy trying to get it out, but SWS is going to take advantage. Now SWS working it around. Here's Brown. Brown. She's going to get that one deep, and Quinn's going to pick it up. As SWS puts on the pressure. It's going to be Layden. Layden trying to back check on Healy. But Healy with a nice pass to Dwayne. But Brown, who's been pretty solid on defense for SWS tonight, takes it away and slides across the goal line, but stays out. 40 to go in the third. Here's Benson. And it's going to go back to Quinn. Quinn just going to get that one deep. Smart by her, as there was a ton of players in front of her. And Mettler is going to put a 6 on the board with 27 to go. Sniping the toy department, whatever you want to call it, where Mama keeps the cookies. Top cheddar. That's pretty top shelf. And Mettler, she had 2 goals last game and gets 1 tonight.
Such a solid underclassman right there, leading the charge for the Rams at times. Great goal, putting the Rams up 6-0.
And she's one of their top defensemen. That's going to put her at 4 goals this season. She, again, like I said, she had 2 in their last game against Greenwich. The 6-0 win. 20 to go here. And Tully is going to pick this one up. And a little battle in front. It's going to be Del Carmine trying to fire it up to Sachs. Where SWS is going to keep it in. And that's where time is going to expire. 6-0. The Rams getting their redemption. SWS obviously winning the first match 3-2. And like we just said, 6-0 Rams. Ashton Pinkernell going to net her 4th shutout in only 7 starts this season. And she's proved to Rich Buellin and the coaching staff that she knows what she's doing back there. And 4 shutouts in 7 games is pretty darn good. She's 7-0. And John, talk to us a little bit about what you saw today, what you saw on both sides, and what you expect to see going on to their next couple games in FC Accent States, which is coming up pretty soon.
Well, New Canaan has a goalie. No understatement there. 4 shutouts in 7 games. That is just crazy. Rams really playing well tonight, skating well, moving the puck very nicely, able to convert on their opportunities in the 3rd period. I think what you take away if you're SWS is you were able to skate with the Rams for 2 periods. You played great defense. The Rams didn't convert some of their opportunities at the end of the 2nd period. But, there's a lot to take away from this. SWS is a better team than it may appear from the 6-0 loss tonight. But I think for the Rams, they just need to continue this consistency that they have been playing with. They've been playing really well offensively, defensively. They've been capitalizing, and they're able to capitalize off the turnovers in the 3rd period. We'll see what happens at their next game.
And Canaan, the Rams going to move to 12-2, and SWS, obviously, the Stamford West Hill Staples Co-op, is going to move to 8-5. John, sorry if I interrupted you there. Any last words for tonight's game?
Well, SWS does look pretty strong. They just were not able to hang with the Rams for that extra period, which is what needs to be fixed. Maybe getting quicker line changes. getting more frequent line changes, play good defense, but you can't expect to win when you're playing defense for 90% of the game.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens in the next time these teams face the ice.
Yep, and I'm sure we'll see that in FC Exeter States, as these are two of the top teams in the state alongside Darien Simsbury. We spoke about that earlier. New Canaan, right back here on February the 4th, they have the rivalry matchup against Darien, trying to get well-needed redemption. Last time those two teams faced 7-0 in Darien's favor. They're right back here, like I said, on February the 4th. And on the other side, SWS is their next game is going to be Greenwich. And, John, that's going to just about do it. John Frieders, I'm Chase Harden, and we say so long from the 6-0 win in the Rams' favor from Darien Icehouse. We say good night.